Good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what time of day you're watching this or whereabouts in the world you are. I'm MoD, and I present to you a update as to what's happening with the regard to play. I've got 3 monitors here, one one directly connected to the motherboard, these 2 connected to the GPU. No light, nothing, no plot, no image on screen. Let me talk you through the process of the repairs. First of all, we check my RAM. RAM's fine. So then we actually went and checked my 660. That's fine too. Went and purchased a postcard, which is one of these little bad boys. And that said, the motherboard was slightly kaput. Squirrel came over, we had a few suggestions from Simon and a couple of the other guys. Apologies for not remembering names off the top of my head. And so, went and purchased a new motherboard. Yes. This is a Asus P8Z77B LX. And I went for that one because it's compatible with the i5. And it's also one of the few Z77s I could find that I could get inside of, well, any reasonable time. Eventually, it came from Italy and it took 2 weeks to get here. That's how much of a pain in the arse it's been to find. So, okay. Get the new motherboard in. Oh shit, it's not working. Ooh. I checked out my heatsink. Is that fine? Yes, my heatsink is huge and definitely fine. Definitely, the heatsink's fine, okay? Just to confirm, the heatsink is good. And I have 2 fans that bolted each side of the heatsink, so it just goes, blows all the air in and out. And there's definitely no problem with the thing overheating. My computer... The computer does not have an overheating issue because it's always been about 10 degrees below what it should be. It's always been just below optimal. No, ladies and gentlemen, my problem, if this comes up on the camera, I'll be amazed, but my problem is the i5. Will that even show up? There you go. Try that for size. Is that going to come up? To quote a certain dickheaded brother of mine, Mom, I don't have an i5 anymore. I've had rendering issues for the last 3 or 4 months or so. Even more so when I've changed to 1080p and 60 frames per second. In the names of entertainment. Because my rendering times are taking longer and longer and longer. I mean, when you're talking 3.5 hours to render a 30-minute episode of Euro Truck, it's a bit much. So I had a friend recommend try multiple rendering overnight. If you have a weak CPU, which is what I've had for the last few months, multiple rendering, which is having multiple instances of a rendering program open, and that's what kills CPUs. So it's my own fault, that one. I'm going to have to buy another i5 because all this lot is still reasonably good nick. So what's this mean for you guys at home? What this means is I'm taking a couple of months off YouTube. Yeah, perfect timing. I'm taking a couple of months off YouTube. I have to put real life first. So our #1 rule in Team Tuxedo is real life has to come first. And I'll kick people's asses if they don't stick to that rule. You can ask any of the guys. Real life has to come first. So I've got the MoT coming up on the card. That's the yearly check on my Fiesta to make sure it's okay. I think it's going to fail that one on one crucial component. And we have DF coming down in June. And we want to have a bit of money to hang out with him. And there's a few other things that I need to do first before I fix my computer. So, this is me signing out for a couple of months, guys. Thank you very much for your support so far. I shall see you... It'll be after June, no? Not sorry. Has to be done. I have to put real life first. Anyway, dream big. I'll see you when I see you.